The question is, should you launch your software as an open source solution? Whether you should consider it at all. I got this question few times already within a couple of weeks, and here is my take on this situation. Some founders say that, well, it absolutely makes sense to launch an open source solution because it might be some kind of like a growth hack, some kind of organic growth, because people will share it, because it's like kind of like a free tool, and maybe community even start building some upgrades, updates, improvements for the open source solution. While other founders say, well, this is bullshit. Sorry, we are doing business. We want to build business. And I've created this product not just, for sharing it for free and earning nothing. So I need to be sure that I will earn, well, a decent amount of profit if I go for an open source solution. So here are a few tips if you consider your software as possible open source solution, if you want to make it as an open source solution. So in the first place, you need to have monetization strategy. How the hell will you earn money? If you let it absolutely for free, gosh, how you will earn? Do the analysis, not necessary of your competitors, but what are other open source solutions in the market, not necessary for this problem, but learn how they charge money. Usually you can find that if it's like self-hosted solution, you can take it as an open source. This might be an option. You might even get an open source solution, all bells and whistles included, but if you want custom support, gosh, you will have to pay. And this is how we make money. Maybe you want to get tutorials, trainings. Maybe you will need to get some add-ons. Maybe you will need some custom setup. And this is how we're gonna earn money, while our main software is an open source solution. This is viable. Some businesses do that, and quite well they do with this strategy. But the main fact for making decision whether it makes sense or not to launch it as an open source solution is whether it will help to grow your business. So if there is the audience that is looking for a solution, if this audience is passionate about the problem, and you see that if you launch as an open source solution, well, free for all, you can use it absolutely for free, you are looking for two main things. First of all, is there a huge audience so that will evolve like into an organic traffic to your user base? And the second part, the second thing that you're looking, how passionate is this audience? Because if they aren't passionate, they won't spread the news about you. But if the audience is hectic crazy about the problem and maybe even already about your solution, you can expect to get significant number of fans who will spread the news about your product, even though it's an open source solution. So here's a quick recap. If you consider launching your software as an open source solution, in the first place, you need to have a solid monetization model strategy, how you will earn money. You need to have a clear answer here, and you don't want to count on donations or ads or some kind of like maybe strategies. No, there has to be a clear strategy of how you're going to make money. And the second part is, if there is the audience, which is huge, growing, and probably most important thing, passionate about the problem your software is tackling.